that's not. I mean, that's not unique to Halle Berry. That's most of us. When we get hurt, we develop basically new rule books in our mind about how we're going to move into this new relationship. If we went in what we believe is fast the last time and we got hurt, don't trust so fast. If you were vulnerable and you felt like you didn't get that vulnerability return, then I'm not going to do that again. All these things just create new rule books. If we don't mess around and get in therapy sessions and process the hurt and the trauma that we get from the previous relationships.
And it's something that, even with therapy, you still carry around and you still have to battle with. But, I do want to ask you, Yolanda, I know that you answered no in the beginning. You yourself have not had this issue, but you are an insurance agent and you also see what other people go through. So how can financial losses affect people's emotional health and the ability to trust in future relationships? Do you see that in your business?
Oh yeah, I see it in my business and also my personal life too. That I was hurt before. Okay, I just want to put that out there. But yes, I do see that. I mean, once you open up your pockets to a relationship and you're just open with it, as Halle Berry was, with her first marriage, even her second marriage, and you lose a lot, you are paralyzed. You are paralyzed with fear. You don't want to go through that again. And I know personally, when I was dating, I remember meeting men who were divorced. And the first thing they would talk about is how much money they lost in their divorce. And they were so paralyzed to, you know, go on with the relationship or talk about marriage and things of that nature. And at the time, I was a little bit interested in marriage. And I'm like, oh, okay, they're not for me because they don't want to get married. They're afraid that, I'm going to run them for run their pockets or something. And that wasn't the case. But they were so afraid that, of losing their little bit of money. But anywho, yes, people can get paralyzed with fear and as far as their finances go. So yeah, they wouldn't want to move on, but they should protect themselves.
And that's one thing that we're definitely going to tap into. This conversation is great. It affects everybody because everybody has fallen in love at least once, I would hope.